Okay, Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. So for this video, we are going to continue for circles. So you have already seen how to find the equation of circles given all these three things, and you know how to find the center and radius by using comparison or completing the square method. So for this video, we are going to find the point of intersection between two circles and also between circle and line. So for this video, we are going to cover for this part. Okay, you want to find the point of intersection between two circles. So here we have the circle, so let's draw the circle. We have 1, 2 circles. Okay, so there are two circles here, which is, as you can see from here, there are two intersection points. Okay, so from here you know that we can determine the type of intersection between two circles by using discriminant. Okay, by using discriminant b square minus 4ac, which is b square minus 4ac comes from a quadratic equation. Let's say we have ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. So your discriminant here come from the quadratic equation. So to determine the type of intersection, you need to have the quadratic equation. So if your b square minus 4ac, after you substitute the value is greater than 0, that means the two circles intersect at 2 points. Okay, as what I have drawn here. Okay, so this is for b square minus 4ac greater than 0. Okay, if you calculate your b square minus 4ac, your discriminant, and you get equals to 0, that means the circle only touch at 1 point. Okay, here you have two circles, but the circle only touch at 1 point. Okay, that's not a circle. Okay, right there, only 1 point. Okay, so this is for b square minus 4ac equals to 0. And the last one, if you calculate your discriminant and then you get the value less than 0, what will happen is the type of intersection is, so here we have one circle and the other circle. Let's see, this is the other circle. That's not a circle. So we have one circle here and the other circle. Okay, just bear with me for a second. Ayoyo. Alright, so there are two circles, but there is no intersection between two circles. That means if you calculate your discriminant, you will get the value less than 0. Okay, so this thing here you have to remember whenever the questions ask you to find the type of intersection. So whenever the question asks you for the type of intersection, you have to find the discriminant and determine by using greater than 0, equals to 0, and less than 0. Okay, so let's see example 10 here. Find the point of intersection of the two circles with equation here. Okay, so for this question only asks for the point of intersection. Okay, so what we are going to do, as you can see from tips here, we have 4 steps, which is the first step is we have to do simultaneous equation between these two equation of circles. So you have done this before. Okay, so let's try the first step. What we are going to do is we are going to substitute these two. We are going to do simultaneous equation. Okay, it's either you use elimination or substitution, it doesn't matter, but for this part here it's very much easier if you do elimination. Okay, so here we have the equation x square plus y square minus 3x plus 13y minus 48 equals to 0, and the other circle we have x square plus y square plus x minus 3y no c equals to 0. Okay, so this is equation 1. Let's put this as equation 1, and this is equation 2. Okay, so this is equation 1, so this is equation 2. So what we are going to do here, we are going to subtract. Okay, equation 1 minus equation 2. Okay, so we are going to minus everything here. So what will happen here is, okay, let's write that down, which is equation 1 minus equation 2. So we have x square minus x square, you'll get 0. Y square minus y square, you get 0. Minus 3 minus x, we get minus 4x. And here we have 13 minus negative 3, so that will get us positive 16y. Negative 48 minus 0, we have negative 48 equals to 0. Okay, so that's gonna be one equation. So as I said before in the previous video, if you can simplify the equation, so please simplify the equation. So from here we can divide everything by -4. So here we will get x minus 4y plus 12 equals to 0. Okay, so this one I just want to simplify, so which is I divide by -4. Okay, so what we will get here, let's make x as the subject. We have 4y minus 12. Okay, so let's make that as equation 3. Okay, so that is your first step. Do simultaneous equation between the two circles and get a linear function. So this is our linear function. Okay, so what will happen next for step 2 is we are going to take this equation 3, substitute either one of this equation. Okay, substitute 3 into 1 or 2, it doesn't matter. Okay, so that is your step 2. Substitute. So we are going to substitute equation 3 into 1. So we have already made x as the subject. So here we will have 4y minus 12 square plus y square minus 3 4y minus 12 plus 3y minus 48 equals to 0. Okay, so let's rearrange everything. So we are going to get 16y square minus 2 times 4y times negative 12. That will get us negative 96y, and 12 square is 144. Here we have plus y square minus 12y minus that will get us plus 36 plus 3y minus 48 equals to 0. So now let's simplify everything. We have 16y square plus y square, so that's going to be 17y square. Negative 96 minus 12y plus 3y. That's 13y. Right? Yes, 13y. Here is 13y. Okay, so negative 96 minus 12y plus 13y, we will get negative 95y. And lastly is 144 plus 36 minus 48, that's gonna get us 132 equals to 0. Okay, please calculate this, make sure you get the right answer. Kalau saya tersalah kira, you know what to do. Okay, so here we already have the quadratic equation. Okay, so for step 2, whenever you substitute the linear equation, which is equation 3 that you get from the simultaneous equation, which you substitute into either one of your equation of circles, will get us a quadratic equation. So as I said before, if we want to find the type of intersection, we need to have the quadratic equation. So b square minus 4ac comes from here. Okay, from this equation, quadratic equation here. So but for this question, the question doesn't say that you have to determine the type of intersection. It like literally asks for point of intersection only. So what we are going to do here, we are going to factorize this and get the value of y. So put everything on your calculator. So we will get y minus 3, 17y minus 44 equals to 0, which is we will have y equals to 3y equals to 44 over 7. Okay, so that is the value of y. Sometimes it can be the value of x if you make your y as the subject from here. Okay, so it's either one. So when we have the value of y, now what we are going to do is we are going to move on to step 3. Okay, the step 3 is here, get quadratic equation, which is we have already found our quadratic equation here. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to find the value for x. Okay, so the step 3 is we are going to substitute y into equation 3 here to find the value of x. So here we have when y equals to 3, x is equals to 4, 3 minus 12, which is that will get us 0. Okay, 12 minus 12 is 0. So when y equals to 44 over 17, x is equals to 4 times 44 over 17 minus 12, and that will be negative 28 over 17. So you'll get the value of x and you'll get the value of y. So here, for the step 4, the question said, if the question said find the type of intersection, so you can find the discriminant. But for this one, only ask for point of intersection. Make sure to write the final answer point of intersection as the coordinate. Okay, so you cannot leave your answer just like this. Okay, this is the final answer. This is the final answer. Nope. Okay, that is not a point of intersection, not a point, not a coordinate. So your final answer should be value of x is 0, y is 3, and negative 28 over 17, 44 over 17. And that's going to be your final answer. Okay, so let's recap. You want to find the point of intersection. You have two circles. Obviously, you have two equations of circles. So what we are going to do first step is simultaneous. Do elimination, equation 1 minus equation 2. You'll get a linear equation. So second step, substitute the linear equation into either one of this equation. You'll get a quadratic equation. Okay, so when you have the quadratic equation, you can find the value of y and the value of x. Okay, right. So let's see the next example. Example 11. So question asks to determine the type of intersection between the two circles here. So now we are going to use the discriminant part. So the first step here, what we are going to do here is simultaneous between the two circles, which is we are going to do elimination, equation 1 minus equation 2. Okay, so let's put this as equation 1, this as equation 2. So we have x squared plus y squared minus 6x plus 4y plus 6 equals to 0. And the other equation is x squared plus y squared plus 8x minus 6y plus 3 equals to 0. Okay, so we are going to do elimination minus equation 1 minus equation 2. So x squared minus x squared will get 0. Y squared minus y squared will get 0. Negative minus 8, we get negative 14x. 4 minus negative 6y will get 10y. 6 minus positive 3, that will be 3 equals to 0. Okay, so simultaneous, get the linear equation. Okay, it is so much easier if you can make y or x as the subject. Okay, so let's do that. 10y equals to 14x minus 3. So here we are going to make y as the subject. So we have 14 over 10 x minus 3 over 10. Alright, so now what are we going to do next is, okay, let's simplify this into 7 over 5. Okay, 14 over 10 is 7 over 5. Okay, so this is the third equation. So that is your first step. The second step is to just substitute the third equation into either one of this equation. Okay, so the step 2 here is to substitute 3 into 1. Okay, so let's substitute the 3 into 1. So let's write that down. Substitute 3 into 1. So we'll have x squared plus 7 over 5x minus 3 over 10 square minus 6x plus 4y, which is 7 over 5x minus 3 over 10 plus 6 equals to 0. Okay, so you can expand everything, rearrange everything, which is you are going to get 296x squared minus 124x plus 489 equals to 0, which is that is your step 3. Okay, to get the quadratic equation. So now for this question, the question doesn't say find point of intersection. The question asks for type of intersection. So whenever you see type of intersection, you know that you have to use b squared minus 4ac. Okay, so move on to the fourth step. Here we are going to find b squared minus 4ac. So what is your b, what is your a, what is your c? You are going to refer back to the quadratic equation here. Okay, so we have b squared minus 4ac is equals to b is negative 124. Okay, let's write that down lah. A equals to 296, B equals to negative 124, and C is equals to 489. Okay, so now we're going to substitute everything. B squared minus 4AC is equals to B is negative 124 square minus 4296 times 489. Okay, press everything inside your calculator, put everything in your calculator, you'll get negative 563,600. Okay, which is a negative value that is less than 0. So refer back to what we have seen here. Whenever your discriminant is less than 0, what is the type of intersection? Do not intersect each other. Okay, that means no intersection point. So we are going to conclude that two circles do not intersect each other. Okay, or sometimes you can just put no intersection point. So just like that. Okay, simultaneous, first step simultaneous, or first step elimination, 1 minus 2 for the two equation of circle, you'll get a linear equation, and then that linear equation substitute into one of the equation of the circles, you'll get a quadratic. From the quadratic, if the question asks for point of intersection, you just solve that, find your x and y. If the question asks for the type of intersection, just substitute the a, b, and c. Okay, so I'll see you guys in the next video.